than me. Like, I didn't do bad, but it made me realize, like, damn, all these people are better than me. Baseball was originally my dream. I wanted to be a professional baseball player for the longest time before music came into the picture.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be my answer, is baseball over anything. If I had to transfer both of them to something else, it would be that. Like, my skill, and it would translate into baseball skill. It's that, 100%.
You prime Babe Ruth, bro.
I know.
What were you saying, though?
If you wanted me to pick a game, one game I always wanted to get good at was Osu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay-ish. I've tried to get good at Osu. That's just one game that I would love to be like really, really good at. Every time I've tried to play that game, it's been so much fun.
Talk about Mania or like the Circle One?
Standard. Yeah.
Standard.
Osu
Okay.
Standard.
Yeah, that game is just freaking hard. I don't get it. I don't understand how people play it, especially like Enric is crazy. What position did you play in baseball, by the way? I'm curious.
So I was kind of a utility player, which meant I played everywhere. But my primary positions, when I played for high school, I was a second baseman, a center fielder, and a pitcher.
Okay, really good. Okay.
Yeah. It's a weird combination of positions, don't I?
Yeah.
But those are just the ones I played. Those are the ones I was best at. But oftentimes in school, I would fill in for shortstop. That was my primary, like, secondary position, if that makes sense. Like, if our shortstop wasn't gone, I was the first. If our shortstop wasn't there, I would be the shortstop for the game or the practice or whatever. When I would play just for, like, our town league, well, they had me everywhere. I pretty much everywhere except for catcher was kind of like my area. I would pretty much play wherever they needed me. But my primary positions were pretty much second base, center field, and pitcher. I prided myself a lot when I played baseball in being a utility player, someone that knew how to play every position. And I think I was really happy with myself for being able to do that.
Which position did you prefer the most out of them all?
I actually enjoyed playing second base the most of anything.
Really? Okay. Not pitcher?
Yeah. No, I mean, I like pitching, but pitching's stressful.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Pitching is stressful. A lot hinges on you. And it takes a lot of skill to be a good pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the time, I felt like every time I pitched, my skill was really inconsistent every day. Like, some days I would be on the top of my game. I'd be throwing good 70 to 75 miles an hour. For me, that was good. For me, that was pretty good.
That's really good. Yeah.
But other days I'd be down. I'd be throwing 60 and I wasn't accurate. It was really inconsistent. That's what I didn't like about pitching, is that every day I never knew how good I was gonna be, which really sucked. I wish it was more consistent. But because of that, I was much more consistent as like an infielder or just a fielder in general. But mostly for second base, that was like kind of like my favorite spot to play was second base.
Heck yeah, that's good to hear, bro. Yeah, I mean, pitcher seems pretty hard. I played in high school as well. I was a catcher the most of the time. I'm not probably the easiest one to play. I'm not gonna lie. There's not too much action going on. I remember I was outfielder catcher because back then I had a strong right arm. I don't know why, but I can throw pretty fast back then. Never got me in pitcher because I had no accuracy at all. But baseball was really fun, bro. I miss it. Like, I always want to get like a group of friends together and just play some baseball, bro. That'd be the most peak thing of all time. But
I know.
Never have the equipment, never have the people, and well, enough people to play an actual game. It's like, bro, it'd be so fun as adults, bro, because now you actually have strength and, athleticism. Like, bro, it'd be so good.
Exactly. I would love to just like go like I recently heard about like this league, casual league close to where I live. I can't do it now because I'm working, but
yeah,
if I wasn't working, that would absolutely be something I would be interested in doing.
That is awesome.
Like, they have a game once a week. They have practices a couple times a week. It's nice.
So cool. What?
I would love to do that.
I'm gonna look into something like that because I've really been wanting to get out more like that. That sounds so fun, bro. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's cool to hear about your baseball journey, bro. So back to GD though. How did the idea of the gang start?
It wasn't really an idea. It was more just me and Nepesta we met as we met through Spam Drew, if you know who that is.
Oh yeah.
Spam Drew 128. We met through him. Spam Drew was my best friend at the time. He introduced me to Nepesta sometime in 2018, and then Nepesta and I got close, like boom, like immediately, like we clicked immediately. It was great. And then we met. I started talking to Golden at some point as well, like late in 2018. And then like just naturally, like, you know, I would be calling with one of them, and then one of them would want to call with me, and I was like, let's just call the three of us. That's how the three of us met. And then Gizbro was the last one. It was another situation where he and I had met elsewhere to do other things, and that's kind of just how the gang started, was just I had met these three people, and then eventually, like, you know, these three people all wanted to call, and I was like, let's just call everybody, why not? You know? And that's how it all started. And eventually we realized that the four of us, like, loved just calling with just each other. Like, we'd invite other people sometimes, obviously, but that's kind of how it all started, is that, like, I met them, and then I introduced them to each other and everything. And that's really how it all started. So.
That's really cool. That's awesome to hear, bro. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, you kind of already answered the next question. So I was going to ask how you met each person. So can I answer that? Oh, okay. So I don't know if you guys still talk, but do you guys ever plan on doing a public, not reunite? Do you guys plan to like do a stream together sometime, or like reunite in person or something like that ever?
I would love to. So the thing is, I have not actually seen Golden in person since that gang meetup in 2019.
Really?
Yeah. Nathan, I have seen many times since then. 2020, summer 2022, summer 2024, New Year's 2025, New Year's 2026. He's maybe top 2 or 3 people I have met in person the most amount of times, that I've met through Discord. Gizbro, I call him Eli now because I've met him in person. Eli and I hadn't seen each other either for a while. We met in 2019, gang meetup. 2022 summer. I had not seen him until this past New Year. That was those three, me, Nathan, and Eli were all together at the same time. That was the closest we've been to a gang reunion. We're trying to get Golden out to the next one, the next New Year's one, so we can actually have a full gang reunion.
That'd be so
We're
cool.
trying. I don't know if it's going to happen. I would love for it to happen. I don't know, but it'd be so cool. People would be so happy if we just took a picture together.
Literally, bro. Bro, have y'all what's it called? Do y'all still all talk on Discord?
So this is what's sad about it. Not much, actually. I talk to the three of them very occasionally. I think the two people that are closest, the duo that's closest currently out of the four of us, is Nathan and Eli. They still talk, to my knowledge, on a relatively-ish regular basis. But overall, unfortunately, not a ton. And it's kind of sad, to be honest. Like, I love each and every one of them. I love all three of them. But the only times we'll talk is if I show up to one of Nathan's streams, if he has something he wants to tell me, if I have something I want to tell him. It's just a quick conversation. Same thing with the other two, but to a lesser degree than with Nepesta. So
understandable. Did something like anything happen? I assume not, but like, was it just growing up, less time on your hands?
We just kind of drifted a little bit in 2020. More so Nathan and I, more so the group kind of started to be a little bit more divided. We started to feel a little more divided, but by 2021 we were like super divided at that point. Nothing bad happened. It was just a matter of like we kind of started drifting apart as a group of four. I made a post about this in 2021, but a lot of I feel like for me, and this might just be me, having a tendency to blame myself for things that happen. But there was a time in 2020 where long story short, I hate to admit it, but like I was not the best friend back then. And this is me getting a little personal. I was not the best friend back then. The stuff I was doing in high school, I would get home pretty late, and there were just things I wanted to do when I got home, and I very much deprioritized hanging out with my friends when they wanted to do something with me. I would always just say no, 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 and that led to Nathan and Eli hanging out more often with another group of friends, which led to me hanging out with another group of friends. And Nathan and I had still been in, do you remember the Kinos, that group? We had been in that group together, so we were still hanging out from time to time. Excuse me, Eli was not part of that group. Golden was. So we still kind of, actually, I don't know if he was. Let me see. Oh yeah, no, he was. That's what I thought. But anyway. But the three of us were part of that group. Eli was not. But Nathan and Eli would hang out all the time. Me and Nathan would hang out still pretty frequently. Me, Nathan, and Golden occasionally. Me and Eli were not really hanging out all that often, and Golden and Eli were not hanging out that often. So things were just starting to get very divided, and by 2021 we kind of realized, like, publicly presenting our group as the gang was probably not the future anymore. Mm-hmm. We still have the gang server now because it's history. Yeah. But at that point we kind of realized eventually, like, you know, we can't really publicly present ourselves as the gang anymore. So
understandable. That's sad to hear, but understandable. Stuff happens like that.
Yeah, like, people, you drift apart from your friends over time. It happens, and like,
exactly.
There's not much you can do about it sometimes.
Unfortunately. Yeah, very much so. Y'all take different directions in life, you know. That kind of stuff definitely does happen. Sucks when it does, but, you know, sometimes for the better, sometimes it's for the worse, but stuff works out, you know?
Yeah.
But okay. I'm gonna ask you though, so when you guys were like at your peak, like making not making content, but like in calls and stuff, like you and the Pest were going crazy on content. I know you guys were making like prismatic haze and was it Mirage that Golden beat or main?
Mirage was hosted by Golden, yeah. Okay. And I verified it.
Okay, got you. There's another level he did. I forgot what it was. I remember a few things about that. So during that time, do you regret not making content as a content group, or no?
No, I wouldn't say so. I don't regret it. It might have been a missed opportunity, but the content we did make was because one person in the group wanted to make a video with us on something. That was all it was. We never wanted to make content like as a group content channel like TCD is now, for example. We never wanted to do that. It didn't even really cross our minds at all. So yeah, I would say we didn't really regret it. It was all just like if one person wanted to make a video on something. Like I know Golden made a video on Just Shapes and Beats with Nathan and I.
Awesome.
And then Gizbro and I did funnily enough, we did a 32-track 1v1 in Mario Kart Wii that I wanted to do. We did that. Nathan and I made plenty together. Plenty together. And then all four of us did a round of The Escapists at one point.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was on Golden's channel. So like we would make it's on Golden's channel. I might have to send you that if you're interested.
Yeah, please.
This is many years ago. But yeah, it was all just one person, you know, suggesting, hey, let's do this for my channel. That kind of thing. It was not common, but it did happen.
That's awesome. That's good. I'm happy you guys didn't regret that, because like TCD nowadays is going ridiculously crazy. I love their channel, bro. Like, I don't want to glaze too hard, but my goodness, they have some really good content. They got the perfect group of people, honestly. Perfect spread. They have amazing people in there. So actually, I already had this written down. So I need to ask, what are your thoughts on TCD?
I actually think TCD is really good.
Heck yeah.
And I think the thing is that people have this idea that they only talk to each other because they want to make content together. I can tell you, I've personally talked to all of them at some point or another. But I can tell you for sure that they are friends. Like, they're not just doing it for content. The content was just an idea because they were friends. Like, I think that's great, and I think people kind of have the wrong idea about them. And I think they make great content. It's not catered towards me, and yet I still watch it because I think it's fun. I think they do genuinely enjoy being with each other, which I think is great. I think that shines through in the videos. So I think they're doing great things. I voted for them for best YouTuber of 2025. I voted for them. So I think they're making great content. I think they're doing good things. I think they love each other very much. I really don't think there's much to complain about for them, honestly.
Agreed. I was so upset when Twitter was going after them. I was like, bro, they literally are friends. Like, bro, they're doing something they enjoy.
Twitter thinks they know everything.
Literally,
and
bro.
they don't.
They're the encyclopedia of knowledge, bro. That's if you don't know the stuff Twitter knows, bro. Like, your dad's name, Twitter knows it, not you. Like, Twitter knows everything, bro. Like, Twitter's gonna tell you what you're wrong about with your own personal things, bro. Like,
exactly. They think they know. I don't know.
I dislike Twitter very much. So, okay, but we're gonna play another game real quick.
Oh,
hold on, let me get my screen share up. I'm gonna have you rank all of your verifications on a tier list.
Yes. Oh yes. Okay. I love this.
Heck yeah. All right.
Let me
zoom in a little bit. I'm sure these are kind of blurry. Wait,
I have Discord on like my tall monitor because that's where my camera is.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's a little small. I can see it now. It's really fine.
Okay, cool.
All right. So what is that for? Sigma? I think that's Sigma first, right? Put Sigma in A tier.
Okay. Even with that,
I think now, yeah. I think even I'm ranking these just based on the quality of the level, personally. Okay. I don't want to let like experience get in the way, because if experience got in the way, so many of these would be like D tier. Sigma is included. But just based on quality of levels, Sigma has so much aura. I think it's a pretty good level. I love it.
It's really cool.
You can put Omega in the same tier as well. Put it above Sigma though.
Oh, okay.
Put it above Sigma. I think it's a slightly better level. And I think it's a slightly better level with slightly less aura overall.
Agreed.
So I'd say put it above still. Welcome to GD News. I'm actually gonna say I'm gonna put this in B tier personally.
Okay.
I think it's a good level. It's really fun. I just think I did such. I will say people complain about my balancing all the time. I will say this is the one case where everyone is completely right. The pre-drop is 100,000 times more difficult than the drop to 100. I don't know why I didn't change that, but whatever, you know.
Hey, it comes down. What in the hell is this?
That is Triadic Trials by Hero. I verified this in like late 2022. Put this in A tier below the Greek letter levels. This level is really cool, and not many people know about it. I think more people need to play it. Like, it's really cool. It's a really cool level.
Check it out sometime.
Network. That's another kind of like one that people don't really know.
Yeah, I've never heard of this one.
You put this at B above Welcome to GD News.
Okay.
It's another really, really enjoyable level. Also another level where the balancing is not really the best, but it was one of my only verification flukes, actually.
Really? Where'd you fluke it from?
Yeah, I fluked it from like 60 something.
Holy smokes.
Or something like that. I fluked a lot of really difficult gameplay, so the ending is really chokeable. I didn't really have the time to like balance it or anything. I just happened to verify it. So.
Heck yeah.
All right, Sigma interface. You can put D tier.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool. It's not unfun, but it ends before anything happens.
Yeah, exactly. It feels kind of rushed.
So yeah, it was, because Platnu wanted to quit the game when I was verifying this. When he was finishing this, that's why the last like 20% looks the way it does. It was rushed. It doesn't feel like the other two. The other two just feel more like the interface series. It just doesn't work. Like Sigma interface is just not good.
Agreed. Agreed with that. Shock.
Okay, Shock Break. Oh no.
Oh, Shock Break. Okay.
The perception that this got was so disappointing, because
really?
I still personally think this level is S tier.
Okay, I can agree with you. I've never beaten it, but I love it, bro. It's so cool.
It's so fun. I think the balancing could have been slightly better, but back then it didn't feel like that. Back then I thought it was fine. A lot of people don't seem to think it's either not that good or it's just kind of mid. I love it. I just love it so much. It makes me so disappointed that like not many people like it anymore. It's like,
I think it's pretty peak.
What can you do?
Personally.
Yeah. I'm glad you think it's good. Mirage, I think that is.
Yep. Gold level.
I'm torn between B and C because I think it's a fun level, which makes me want to put it in B. However, it's nothing past that. It's just kind of there.
Which one you go
so
for?
Put in C for now. I might change that later.
Breakout.
Breakout. That's an interesting one. So the update I verified for this actually is not the current version of the level anymore.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, but I did verify an update to this. So put this one in B. Yeah, put this one in B below the other two.
Okay.
It's a really good level. It's still fun. I thought my update was good, but
yeah,
clearly they didn't think so.
Interesting level.
Cybernetic. Oh, let me look at the rest just to see like where things will go, just to make sure I'm like seeing this properly. Okay, put cybernetic at the top of A.
Okay, I like that. I agree.
Just a cool ass level. I don't have anything else to say. It's just a cool ass level.
It's so cool. And Eric's going for it now. Ooh, it's so good.
Okay, you can put Oro at the top of S above Shockbreaker. I think this is my favorite. This is my favorite verification to this day.
I can see why. The level's so
definitely cool. Yeah, it's so well made. It's a perfect example of what I was saying earlier about Viperin, just like committing to a vision and executing on it so well. It's such a good example of that. And it's my favorite to date. It's really fun. A lot of people think it's really boring. I understand why, but I personally think it's really fun, and the decoration styles are just so good. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Song representation too is really good on that too.
Yes, exactly.
So Ragnarok.
All right. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You're doing the thing.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You're doing the thing.
Oh. All right. So here's the problem with Ragnarok. This is by gameplay my least favorite verification. By gameplay. In general, it's actually the next one. But by gameplay, Ragnarok is my least favorite verification. However, the level itself is really, really cool. So put it in C above Mirage. I will be a little nice to Ragnarok right now.
Respect that.
I will be a little nice.
Wait, hold on. I'll do you a favor real quick.
Yeah, you could just throw this. You could just throw this at the bottom.
Fuck this level, bro.
You can throw this at the bottom. This was my first main verification, like not an update. The second half is just 7,000 times harder because 15-year-old me didn't know what he was doing. Okay.
Yeah, that's my second hardest. I am not wave carried either. That level is fucking hell. When I watched the Secret interview for you, I was like, literally, I was in call with Ben before you interviewed him, way back then, obviously. And I was like, Ben, please ask him about Full Level 2. I will be so happy. When you said it was your least favorite, I literally just shouted out, yes, thank God he hates it too. I know it's so parasocial, but like, dude, this level sucks so much.
Yes. I'm glad we agree. What is your hardest, by the way? I actually don't know.
Titan Complex.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Thank you, bro.
I like Titan Complex.
Appreciate it. Yes, it's a pretty fun level. I got $100 off of beating it. That's why I beat it in the first place. Heck yeah.
All right, I think that's POW.
Yeah.
This is my most recent one.
Really?
I will actually say I think this is my second or third favorite, probably third. Let me see the other two, the other three. You could throw this in top of A above Cybernetic.
Okay, really? Okay.
Actually, throw it below Cybernetic personally.
Okay.
I think this works more. I think it's a great remake of WoW, but I think it fell flat in a couple of areas. Like I think WoW, I prefer PoW over WoW as a level, just a standalone level. But I think as a remake of WoW, it's really good. But I think some of the impact it has isn't as great as what WoW had.
Agreed. I can agree with that fully, honestly.
Okay, Gamma. You could throw this at the top of B, just because I like the level. It's just fun. It's just a fun level. That's all it is, yeah.
Another cap level. Oh,
Bang Gang. Okay, so the experience with verifying this with the other three was so fun. The level itself, I actually had the pleasure or displeasure thing, depending on how you see it, of actually beating this properly with two people pretty recently. This level's not great. Throw this at the bottom of C.
Oh wow, okay. Yo.
Yeah, it's
by
not
the
a great
way,
level, honestly. I'm sorry, Dan.
Yeah. Have you seen Dan recently?
Dude, he is doing good things. He's jacked.
Yeah, he is. Woo, he is good. He's good for him. Good for him, bro. My goodness. That is the first GD player I've seen super duper buff. Like, dude, good for him, bro. Like, he's done some shit. I know.
Yeah, he's doing great stuff, and he's jacked.
Yeah, exactly. He's living the dream, bro. He's a doctor now, right?
Yeah, I think he's a paramedic or something like that.
That's still super good. He's a jack paramedic. Like he won. He literally won, bro. Ether, I think this is.
Yeah, Aether.
Oh, Aether.
So this was fun fact of this one. This was the first 2.2 Classic Extreme that used a lot of 2.2 features, like direction switching, a lot. You might remember, maybe you don't. I don't know if you've seen it before, but this level is mostly known for that absolutely fucking insane wave part at like 45%. It literally just throws you in a bunch of directions. Think about the Limba Ba'oo wave. But, like, it's not memory-based, but it's just so fast.
Oh, no. That sounds disgusting.
I mean, looking back now, like, yeah, it's disgusting. But back then, it was so cool back then. Because nobody'd seen anything like it before. It was one of a kind.
That's deep.
The level's still amazing, though. Put it between No. Put it between Sigma and Triadic Trials.
Okay. Are you confident with this list?
I am very confident in it. Let me just look over it one more time. Let's see. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty confident. I like this list.
I think we both gotta make one more change.
I know it's coming. It's super F. Drag it down. Yes, let's go.
I hate this level so much,
let's
bro.
Go.
I had to hate on it more. Okay. That's a great list. That's a great list. Okay, let me go back over here. Wait, what the hell? There we go. Boom. Okay. So, we got the tier list. And now? Oh, okay. I like this question a lot. Okay, which one of your verifications is the most underrated in your opinion?
Underrated. I mean, based on what I was saying before, it might be Shockbreaker, honestly. Shockbreaker is one, just because I think the perception it got was worse than I anticipated, and also worse than I personally think it deserves. As an alternative answer, I would actually go with Triadic Trials, as I was saying before. Not really many people know about its existence, but it's a really cool level. It's a really, really cool level, and I think more people should try it out.
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Shockbreaker. I don't know why people don't like it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. So, do you have any upcoming verifications we don't know about?
No, I've none.
Oh.
I've been offered a few. I've had to turn them all down just for time.
Understandable. Understandable.
But I currently have none on my plate currently.
Gotcha. So. Okay. Woo-hoo. Here's a hot one. Well, okay, never mind. I already know what you're gonna say. I already know what you're gonna say. So, if you could unverify one level you've already verified, what would it be?
Oh boy, yeah. Photovoltaic 2 is the cop-out answer, but I'm afraid there's no other answer.
Yeah.
Although the thing is, I feel like I definitely, like, if I verified it like now, it would be better.
Yeah.
Than it currently is. But some of that gameplay, just base gameplay, it's just bad. It's just bad gameplay. So yeah, I think that's my choice. Is that?
Yeah. Especially the ending, bro. Oh my gosh, 90 to 100 is just the most awkward bullshit ever created by human.
Yeah.
I don't.
There was not much saving that, unfortunately.
Literally.
Not much I could have done. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you did the best you could. Well, kinda. But I mean,
yeah, sorta. Yeah.
So does your? Well, no, I already asked you this one earlier in the interview. Let me delete this one real quick. Okay. I know you made a video about this, so I wanted to get a follow-up because I don't think you ever spoke about this. What is your honest thoughts on Space UK returning to Geometry Dash?
Yeah, I never did make a video about this. I've talked about it, but I've not actually made a video about it. My opinion is pretty loaded, actually. I'm very conflicted. I think personally, let's start with positives because I think that's always good.
Yeah. Good idea.
I think the fact that he's at least trying to redeem himself and actually beat things legit now, wonderful. I love that. I think everyone should do that. I think that's great. The fact that he's like trying to like come back and beat the stuff that he hacked, I think that's great. I love that he beat Acheron. I love that. I love that for him. I'm sure for him personally, that's, you know, a pretty good weight lifted off the shoulders. Not fully, but enough of a weight to be like, hey, I actually beat it for real this time.
Yeah.
I am of the opinion that I think the community overall was way too quick to welcome him back.
Agreed.
That is my personal opinion. And I think it's just because, like, listen, like, I understand the argument that, like, you know, he cheated in a video game. That's not as bad as all these other things that people have done. Which is true. It's true. I agree with that. But I think the sheer, I think some people don't really fully understand the sheer impact that he had on the game in such a negative way. Like, the amount of players that would have so much more recognition if it weren't for him is so... It's really unfortunate for those players, because some of those players really just went completely unknown, and they wouldn't have been unknown, at least not to this degree, if space either didn't exist at all, really. So
exactly.
That's my thing, and I think I'm personally not gonna fight him being in the community right now. I'm not gonna fight that. I don't think it's something worth fighting for. I know a couple of my friends will disagree with that. But me personally, I don't think it's worth fighting for him to be out of the community again. I just think, I just personally think, like, I think people were too okay with immediately welcoming him back. I think people should have been way more cautious and what's the word? I think people should have pushed back a little bit more than they did.
Yeah, I can fully agree with that. I can fully agree. Yeah, the amount of people affected and like how he said he's gonna get the money back and stuff, I don't think that's ever been verified. Like, there's just so much nuance to it. I'm like, bro, I'm happy he did what he did, but like, dude, still, you fucked so many people over. That's still just
exactly.
RGE, Crisis. There's a lot more I'm forgetting, but them two particularly, like, it's sad. It is super sad.
It's kind of awkward for me, like, if he, like, and listen, like, I'm sure he might watch this video and hear what I'm about to say, but, bro, I'd rather just say it because it's on my mind, and, like, this is kind of what this whole point is for.
Yeah.
He comes to my streams sometimes, and, like, I'm cool with just talking to him when he comes to my streams. He came to my Acheron streams all the time. I'm cool to just talk as if he's there. I will acknowledge him and talk to him and everything. But I can safely say right now that I still am very, like, you know, not the biggest fan of his.
Yeah,
to say the least. To put it in the nicest way possible, I am not the biggest fan of his overall right now.
Yeah, I get that. That's very valid to think that way, honestly. I mean, you're putting it in a very, very good way. So people, goodness, like the Pestis reaction was valid, but you know, you could have that kind of reaction.
It was a lot.
Yeah, that was I can understand there's a lot of emotion built up behind it. I'm not trying to make like a joke out of it, but it's very valid. Like saying like you gave a very tame response to it.
Yeah, I think for me is like, I feel like in my situation, like, it's very easy for me to like lash out like impulsively, but I've gotten a lot better recently at just like, if something happens, I see something happen, I'm good at just collecting my thoughts first and then saying them. I think someone like Nathan, like, he does that too. I think for him though, he cares so much more about this game and the community than people realize. Like, people really don't realize how much he genuinely really does care for this game. And I think it just made him so mad that someone would actively try to deceive in that way and ruin the fame and ruin the fun for so many other people. And I think that just made him like really, really mad, which is why I'm not surprised he reacted the way he did. And I don't blame him for reacting the way that he did.
Understandable. Yeah. That's good to hear though, that he likes the game that much. I love to hear that. I've always seen him as a person like that. I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna start blind ranking some extreme demons again. Last fine ranking.
Okay.
Instead of Mario Kart, we got Extreme. Yeah, I thought I muted somehow. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start. You know how we do it? We just have 5 levels. Blind rank them from 5's the worst, 1's the best, basically. So we're gonna start with Sigma.
Extremes are so much harder for me than Mario Kart tracks. I'm gonna say 2.
Okay. Ben Game.
I'll go with 4.
Okay, that's smart. Ragnarok.
Shit. I'll say 3.
Slaughterhouse.
Oh, that's a good 5. That's pretty good for 5.
So hatred is your number 1 on your list. I won this one.
No.
I got my get back.
No.
Life is good.
Oh no.
Hey.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no.
You heard it here first. That's his favorite level in the game. All right.
Oh. No. Oh, you actually got me. I thought you were gonna give me something better than Sigma. I didn't think Sigma would be the best one there. Damn it. I lose.
Heck yeah, I won 1. Hey, we're 1 for 1. Hey, gotta go back for 1 time. All right, so we got a few more questions. So firstly, I want to ask, what is your favorite video on your channel?
Slaughterhouse Rewind, and it's actually close between. You could really honestly pick any of the extreme ranking videos as the number 2. Basically, let's say that series is number 2. Slaughterhouse Rewind is my number 1 video on my channel, no question. In my opinion, it's easily my best one.
I remember the intro or like the countdown, like the premiere thing. I was like, dude, this is so cool. It inspired me to start doing the same thing. I was like, dude, this is so freaking cool. How the hell did you do this?
Yeah,
that was awesome. Okay, what is your end goal for GD?
I don't have one. If you want me to be 100% honest, I don't really have one anymore. I feel like it's easy for me to say like 500 extremes or something like that, but I feel like my end goal has already been achieved. I feel like I've already achieved everything I've like always wanted to in GD. Awesome. So I don't really have an end goal. I'm kind of just playing for fun now. I'm like challenging myself whenever I feel like it's necessary. But if you wanted me to give you a definitive end goal, I would actually say 500 extremes is pretty good as an end goal for me.
Heck yeah, I love that answer a lot. That's really good to hear. Very happy to hear that. So how'd you come up with your username?
Listen, I try to make up stories about it sometimes, just so I have something. There really is nothing. I literally just was like sitting there one day, and I was like, what can I name myself? Because I've gone through a bunch of old names when I was a kid. But when I made my first channel under this current name, Technical, I literally, it really doesn't go further than just, oh, I thought technical was a cool word. Let's use it. That kind of thing. I wish I had a better answer, but that's literally all it is.
Hey, that's not a bad answer though. It's still a good name. Still a good name. You have a lot of people out there with some crazy names. You got a good one. A very respectable one. So, Tria has a very good question.
What's up,
on
Tria?
Twitter? Tria asks, what is the worst crime you could commit in your room? Okay, sorry. What is the worst crime you could possibly commit without leaving your room that you're currently in?
What? What? Wait. What's the worst crime I could commit without leaving the room I'm currently in?
Yeah. Yes, this was a relevant question.
I don't know. Probably like doxing somebody. That's the only thing I can think of. I could probably dox somebody right now, and that's pretty bad. That's a crime, I would say.
Yeah.
Probably that. I can't think of something without leaving the room. If I had everything in my room at my disposal, probably that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tria, I hope that helps.
Wait, what? Wait, no. Wait, no, wait, what?
No, don't worry, it's not bad. I just saw this question. I was like, what the fuck kind of question? You know what? I'm including it.
Oh boy.
I got to. Oh Lord.
That's a really funny question. I like that.
W3 bro. Hell yeah. Okay. So this is more kind of a sensitive question. So
Okay.
how did the group with Juniper, Ukulele Person, and others start originally?
So it started because I don't remember how the current group chat was created, but I would say the inception of the idea was, I don't remember if I was streaming or if somebody else was streaming. I think Juniper was streaming one day, and I had only called the Juniper once prior to this, like a few months prior. I had just randomly suggested that I hop in call with Juniper, and who she was talking to in call at the time, who happens to currently be known as Sakura. The two of them were in call. I asked if I could join. I joined, and then after that, I invited Nathan to the call, and I think this was the start of the current group chat. Later, Voldemort was added. Let's call him Voldemort.
That works even better.
Let's call him Voldemort.
Okay.
Yeah, Voldemort was added later, and then eventually, as the time went on, we started using that group chat. It was really just the 5 of us for a bit, I think. And then, as time went on, more people got added to the group chat. Like, more people wanted to call. Like, we had Zaro, Aeon, who else? Samifying. I think Sammy was the last one in, though. We had a couple people that wanted to call as time went on. We just added them to the group chat, and then that ended up becoming known as the Kinos.
Oh, that's the Kinos. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So how did you guys end up adding Voldemort? What was the thought on that? I know like nothing was out, obviously, but
it really was.
And I'm giving all my love to this world. only to be told. I can see. Hell is a world that hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Can't tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us. And I'm giving all my life to this world, only to be told. I can see, I can breathe, no longer will be. And nothing's gonna change the way we live, 'cause we can always take but never give. And now the things are changing for the worse. See, whoa! Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Can't tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us. And I'm giving all my life to this world, only to be told. I can see, I can breathe, no longer will be. Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Can't tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us. And I'm giving all my life to this world, only to be told. I can see, I can breathe, no longer will be. Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Can't tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us. And I'm giving all my life to this world, only to be told. I can see, I can breathe, no longer will be. And nothing's gonna change the way we live, 'cause we can always take but never give. And now the things are changing for the worse. See, whoa, it's a crazy world we're living in, and I just can't see it. And half of us immersed in sin is all we have to give these futures made out of virtual insanity. Now always see you together about this love we have for useless twisting our value technology. Oh, now there is no sound while we all live underground. And I'm thinking what I miss. Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that and I'm thinking what I'm experiencing. Hard to know where to begin. If I could slip the secret ties of earth the man has made. And now every mother can choose a color of her child. That's not nature's way. Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Can't tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us. And I'm giving all my life to this world, only to be told. I can see, I can breathe, no longer will be. And nothing's gonna change the way we live, 'cause we can always take but never give. Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Can't tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us. And I'm giving all my life to this world, only to be told. I can see, I can breathe, no longer will be. Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Can't tell what magic hell is a world that hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Can't tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us. And I'm giving all my life to this world, only to be told. I can see, I can breathe, no longer will be. Hell is a world that man can eat at all. When things are big that should be small. Who can tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us? And I'm giving all my love to this world, only to be told I can't see, I can't breathe, no longer will be. And nothing's gonna change the way we live, 'cause we can always take but never give. And now things are changing for the worse. See, whoa, it's a crazy world we're living in, and I just can't see it. And half of us immersed in sin is all we have to give these futures made of virtual insanity. Now always see you forget about this love we have for useless twisting of that new technology. Oh, now there is no sound, but we all live underground. And I'm figuring what I'm experiencing, hard to know where to begin. If I could slip the secret ties of earth the man has made, and now every mother can choose a color. And it's a And now every mother can choose a color. And now every mother can choose a color of her child. And now every mother can choose a color. And now every mother can. And now every mother can choose a color of her child. That's not nature's way. And now every mother can choose a color of her child. That's not nature's way. Well, that's what they suggest today. There's nothing left to do but pray. I think it's time to find a new. And I'm figuring what I'm experiencing, hard to know where to begin. If I could slip the secret ties of earth the man has made, and now every mother can choose a color of her child. And I'm figuring what I'm experiencing, and I'm figuring what I'm experiencing, hard to know where to begin. If I could slip the secret ties of earth the man has made, and now every mother can choose a color of her child. And I'm figuring what I'm experiencing, hard to know where to begin. If I could slip the secret ties of earth, and I'm figuring what I'm experiencing, and I'm figuring what I'm experiencing, hard to know where to begin. If I could slip the secret ties of earth, the man